All right, y'all. Built by Rob. We live today. We out at Chaplin Park. It's really, what is it? Edward Garrison Memorial Park. Beautiful area. It's up here in the mountains.
Except for that one cluster of trees.
Yeah, but enough for the scenery. We out here with some RCs today. And it's Big Mike RC build review day. So
Yes, sir.
Mike, talk to him. Tell him what you're running and tell him what you got going on.
Everybody keeps asking for build reviews, so let's give you a little review on what we got here, the Kraton. So it started out as an EXB, and we switched out the chassis. It's running M2C chassis braces, GPM hinge pin mounts, GPM belt crank, GPM servo saver, RPM arms, Integy rear turnbuckles. Then we're running scorched. They're a turnbuckle. They basically call it a saver.
Yes, turnbuckle saver. Right?
Yeah, you put it on there, so it doesn't break.
Yeah, I need some of those too.
We're running, I think GLRC pillow ball caps. Can't see them obviously. GLRC custom 3D mount, bumper mount. Vitivon Diff front and rear. M2C overkill drive shafts. Custom carbon fiber brace.
Oh yeah, that's a thick millimeter. That's like 7 millimeters. 7
Yeah,
millimeters.
I think that's 7 millimeter.
Yeah.
And then obviously Proline bead locks.
You made those rings yourself, or where'd you get those from?
No, these are stock, just painted.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, the ones on the X Max are 3D printed.
Wow.
Vitivon hinge pins. RCAW cups. And then we're running the Max 5 G2, obviously on 12S. Hobbywing 800 with a sensor wire to go to the Hobbywing. And then DTKY fans, PPS mount. CNHL 6200s on 12S.
Yeah.
So we got.
I see 8 connectors.
Yes, just so people don't get confused, they see the blue. These are not EC5s. These are EC8s, 8 millimeters.
Yeah. They're about the same size as QS8.
Same as a QS8. The only difference is no anti-spark.
No anti-spark. They still spark like the IC5s.
Yeah, they'll spark.
Yep. Cool. Definitely, man. Yeah, man. This is a nice rig right here. What kind of servo you got in there? Instead of a Prime RC?
Yeah, Prime RC. It comes out of the Raminator.
Yeah, the Raminator. Okay. Wow. Yeah, man. And the only springs are not stock either. Those
No,
are
the stock, the springs. I was running RCAW tuned springs, but these are actually stock X-Max springs.
Right. Okay.
Gives you a little bit more of a travel.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that they look like they got a lot more coil to them. I thought they were X-Max.
Yeah, more coils.
Yeah, X-Max springs.
But they work well.
Okay, yeah. So CNHL batteries, huh?
Other than that, it's stock.
Yeah. You know, I see you got the EXB brace mount right there too.
Yeah, it started out as an EXB, so it's got the
it's like a super EXB now.
Stuff, and then
just braided wire. You buy the coil.
Yep, you buy this in a coil, and you put it over your wires, put the heat shrink on it, make it look pretty.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice little touch to the RCs. Definitely is. Yeah, she's fast, y'all. All right, so now what we got going on over here?
So
the behemoth.
We'll give you a rundown of the 30 North. This is the 30 North PWS 5B. Don't get it confused. People say, it's 30 North Losi 5B. It is not. It is nothing like a Losi 5B. Losi 5B has a center diff. This does not. The 30 North has a rear spool.
Right.
There is no diff. This we're basically running a Max 5 G2, 800 kV, the DKKY fans, and it does have the V2 kit on it, which is wider arms, wider drive shafts, the different wing that just got bent.
Yeah, so I don't know why they should really make a wing, give it a wing on some what's a wheelie bar on this thing, just like the Kratons do, because when this thing does a wheelie, it's unforgiving right here.
Yeah,
it really is.
It hit that wing so hard that it just
it just snaps.
Snapped the wing, bent the shock tower.
Shock tower.
But this is pretty much stock as it comes out the box. The only thing that's not stock is it's a WFO mount, motor mount, and then obviously
And what kind of spur does that come stock?
So there's a 58 tooth and a 25.
50, 25.
25, 58.
Gear ratio
Yep.
on 12S.
And 12S,
Yeah.
you do about 70.
She a monster, y'all. If you ever watch some of my other videos on the channel, she definitely is a beast. I'm running on 8S, but it takes all of my power to even get a win. So yeah,
We'll get some
you got the
more races
UFO racing mount.
Yeah, WFO mount.
Yeah, cool.
We'll come
man.
on next week with I'll bring some more of my fist scales.
Yeah,
And we'll give some more build reviews. Since
yeah,
you guys wanna see those.
absolutely. So why'd you take the 30 North? Why'd you think this is a good RC for you to pick on a fifth scale level? Why'd you choose it and not like a low CDB or something like that?
So I like 30 North.
Right.
My Losi 5T, which was really a 30 North DDT7.
Right.
They're half the price.
Right.
They're half the price of a Losi, and all the parts are interchangeable. It starts out as a 30 North, but like the other day on the video, I broke the front input.
Right.
It switches out with a Losi, so now it's got
okay.
Losi front diff gears.
Losi front diff gears, yeah.
Which, you know, once you change it to Losi parts, it's
you have to keep it. You can't order. You no longer order the 30 North parts.
Losi makes a stronger part. You know, it's
Right.
hardened steel. So
I mean, I like this truck a lot. I don't
I
like
it for the size. I don't like the, you know, I don't like the rear spool.
I don't like that it doesn't have a diff.
A diff.
Because a diff would help take the strain
So what they
off
do,
these pins. and
so
all these
this
type of
isn't a
things.
straight spool. So if you see in here, there's a spring.
Right.
So if this gets bound up, I won't probably do it by hand, but the spring kind of
It gives a
relieves
little
some
bit.
pressure, but not like a diff would.
It's almost like an X-Max cush drive.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like
a
an
push
X-Max,
drive.
big X-Max cush drive.
But there is so much pressure here.
Yeah.
That's why
And
you
you
know
see-
if you yank it, you
Yeah.
break these all the time.
Yeah, I saw you snapped one of these right in half the other day.
Yeah.
And under that power, like, and you drive aggressive. I see you snap them all the time.
Yep.
So just be mindful of that, guys. When you get these cars, be mindful of the power, how you drive, and what's the Achilles heel in these vehicles. And from our experience, it's definitely not having a differential. I believe having differential is beneficial to these vehicles. Like I said, to take the pressure off these pins. Now, it's the same theory in running the Kraton with your earplugs and your lock differentials and your those things of that nature when you're running those cars, and you have nowhere for that power to go when you really hit on the nail of the throttle and really trying to bash real hard. You're gonna break all this stuff without a differential, and that's the Achilles heel on the 30 North. But besides that, awesome truck, awesome vehicle, and for the price, you cannot beat it. What's the roller cost online?
The roller is $697. Comes with nothing though.
Wow, that's cool. That's
So
cool.
I
That's
think the roller, the Losi roller, is $9 and some change.
Really? Yeah, you can't beat it. And it was $599, $597 or something like that.
$597 for the roller.
For the roller.
For the roller, and then sometimes they'll throw in the V2 kit, which is worth $187. So you can change it to the wider stuff. But if they don't include it, it's $187 for the V2 kit.
Right.
Changes the lower front shocks, widens the control arms, wider drive shafts, different wing, and a couple other little things. Oh, this is a V2. This doesn't come. The V1 is solid bolted. There's no give, and that just destroys your drivetrain.
Right. And also be mindful when you buy these rollers, it does not come with a motor mount. You have to rig up your motor mount of your choice on these vehicles, and it makes it a little bit tough to gear up and gear down. So if you see whatever motor mount you choose, whether it's a UFO motor mount, hell, you can use a Traxxas X-Max motor mount. Wherever you choose to bolt it on this chassis, that's pretty much where it is, because you can, on typical motor mounts, let me see if I get a
So on this one, you can adjust it.
Really?
Because it's WFO. You can go side to side.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that standard, you
pick your gearing and leave it.
they pick your gear and leave it. Absolutely. Yeah.
But it also doesn't come with battery trays. You got to remember that. It doesn't come with a servo. It comes with a servo mount, but not. This isn't the servo mount that was in here. This was made. You know, this was all cut out, cut the box out,
Right.
to make this work. So you have a receiver box,
Right.
and these are Arma Kraton battery trays that have to be bolted in. You know,
Yeah. So be mindful
you
that
have to
when you
make
buy
it
this
work.
30 North,
Yep.
what you have to do. That's part of the RC game that is an untold story. You know, you buy some things, you don't really do your research or do your homework, you will end up spending a lot more money and doing a lot more maintenance on these things than you have to do. And it could be a headache if you don't have the knowledge or the parts readily available. All right, so yeah, you had
Let's show them what you just said about diff fluid.
Right.
You know, don't use the earplugs. You see how easy this moves, that wheel?
Yep.
This is only 50K diff fluid in there. And the reason why I run thin is if you run too thick, that power is going instantly, and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, look at that.
You're going to have, I mean, look at this one over here. You're going to lose your dog bone. I mean, it rounds it out.
Yeah. Because all that power has to transfer
go somewhere. Yep.
Yeah. He was when I first met him, he used to always run lock diffs, earplug, 20 million, and we wouldn't get through a half a session of racing, and he would round out his dog bones all the time.
Round them, break them,
snap them, diff cups, everything.
Center diff, everything.
Center diff, anything would go. As soon as you turn the throttle, it would just be game over. And he would be like, "Why?" And he had all the beefcake drive shafts, the armor stuff. These are the beefcake ones now.
Yeah, these are the overkill.
He had all the overkill stuff. I mean, overkill, over Vidavon, you name it. He would come out here and break it right here in this park. Just not even doing a lot of jumps, just doing light bashing, and he would absolutely kill these pins. And you know, and he got, you know, we got smart. He's lighting up his fluid, and the car has been running, you know, magnificent. Now, you know, for air control and things like that, you know, guys said, "Oh, you center that helps you with air control and all kind of things." Yeah, but what would you rather have? You know, you rather spend money buying these type of things, or you want to have a little bit compromised air control, which to me, when I bash heavy, it doesn't even matter. I run my fluids the same racing or bashing. It's all about just having knowledge about bashing. I mean, to be honest.
Exactly.
You know, guys say, "Oh, I want to send it," and they send it, and they land on their nose and they break it, and then they blame the manufacturer, like, "Oh, it's a piece of junk car." No, you just have to learn how to work on your landing. If you land on pretty much all fours on these vehicles, on all twos, even threes, whatever, how you want to do it, just land, you know, with some common sense, you should be all right.
And if you land under power,
yeah,
you're gonna break.
Yeah, especially if you got the lock diffs. But that's nothing too. You got the lock stuff. You know, you jump, you land under power, you hit that ground. Sayonara to your you know, your differentials and you know, your drive pins and your actual pins and things of that nature. So just be mindful of that when you're bashing, when you're racing, when you run these fifth scales. Me personally, I don't run anything else really but fifth scales. I used to run the 6S and the 3Ss.
Yeah, the only thing that's not fifth scale really is our speed cars.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
And even those are 6
Yeah,
and 7.
1/7 scale. Yeah. Yep.
We do not run 8th scale or smaller anymore.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah,
fifth
yeah,
scale.
yeah.
Once you get into the fifth scale game, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when I first met you, we was racing on the street and I mangled my Kraton 6S?
Yep.
Oh my God, I was heartbroken that day. Killed my batteries, everything. Overpriced power hobby batteries were gone and everything that day. Yeah, man. But
Get
you
that
know,
first wreck out of the way.
yeah, yeah. You live and you learn.
It's gravy after that.
Yeah, yeah. I never bashed any of my fifth scales on the street again.
Nope.
Look at this body from the fires, from the EST fires. Jesus Christ. Look at that.
Yeah, she doesn't have
That's
motor
like
fires,
EST fires,
battery fires,
everything. That looked like a burnt down house, like a burnt home, like a third floor apartment fire.
but she's still running.
But I'm tough, man.
Yeah, we replaced the ESC, the motor, we keep moving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Might go through electronics like arms and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. We gonna get back out here and get running, get 30 back out. I'm out here with Carlos, and we had a little brief rain, so we're starting to clear up. The sun is coming back out. Yep. It's Mother's Day, so I hope y'all enjoying y'all Mother's Day. You know, to the women in your family, salute them for their service. Mothers first. And it's built by Rob. Oh, let's see what we got. I'm gonna drain his batteries down before I get back out here and race him again. Yeah, it's wet out there now too. Yep. Look at that wing. Jeez.
Bent now.
Yeah, super bent. That's gonna hurt you when you willy. All right, y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Built by Rob. We out.